Hello friends, welcome to Tech Sadhana. Tech Sadhana is an online training platform where we provide job-oriented training for the students or fresh graduates. In this video, I am going to take the first session of the training program on ASP.NET Core with MVC. In YouTube platform, this training is available free of cost. However, if you need helps like handholding or troubleshooting, then you may also enroll for the same course in our portal techsadhana.com, where the training is much extensive, online classes will be there and dedicated instructor will be there for your help. If you are studying in any discipline of computer science like diploma in computer science, PCA, MCA, BSc in computer science or MSc in computer science, BTech in computer science, or in any stream of engineering, this course is going to be very helpful for you to secure a job in IT industry. Friends, my name is Subhamay Banerjee and I am the co-founder of the company Logicrack Infosystem Private Limited, and Tech Sadhana is our training and hiring platform. Start with our training program learning ASP.NET Core with MVC. So during the course, I will do one project and it is called online registration. The technology we are going to use is .NET Core with MVC and the database is SQL Server. In today's session, we are going to cover the prerequisite of this training program. Then we will install Visual Studio and SQL Server, and finally we will be creating one solution, the first solution for our project. Prerequisite for this training program. The hardware prerequisite is students should have a computer with 4 GB of RAM and running with Windows 7 operating system, or he or she should have 8 GB of RAM in his machine that runs in Windows 7 operating system. The software prerequisite is Visual Studio and SQL Server. As knowledge prerequisite, it is better to have some knowledge on a programming language like C# or any object-oriented language, and some front-end programming skill like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Friends, now I am going to cover the installation of software or creating the development environment. As I told earlier that our development environment will be Visual Studio, and for that purpose we will have to install the Visual Studio Community Edition. From that link, I will give the link in the description section as well. Now let me click on the link and go to the website. So these are the page, and you will get the download Visual Studio button. I am clicking on the button. Now clicking on the downloaded exe. So Visual Studio installer got installed, and this is the first screen of the Visual Studio installer, where I need to select the component basically that I am going to install. So for that training we need to select the component ASP.NET and web development. That is enough for our training purpose. You can also install other things if you need those. Install while downloading is selected, that is fine for me, and it will require 6.99 GB space. I will now click on the install button to install that software. At any point of time, you can click on the pause button to pause the installation. You can shut down your computer and come back again and open the Visual Studio installer, and from here you can start the installation once again. So that is the facility here. It will take much time depending on the speed of your network. So I will be back once the installation is almost over. See that installation is over now. and the screen is looking like that. Now I will click on the launch button. The sign in window is coming. Now I need to sign in with my Microsoft ID. If you do not have any Microsoft ID, you can go and create your own Microsoft ID from here. Now I will click on the sign in. Then continue. Here it is asking me to select a theme, so I will select one theme. The blue theme I prefer. Now I will click on the Start Visual Studio. So this is the first screen of the Visual Studio. You can see the version is Visual Studio 2022. From here I will click on the link Continue Without Code, this one, and now I can see the main window, the landing screen of the Visual Studio. So here I will stop and I will go to my presentation here, and I will now install our next software, SQL Server. So I am going to install SQL Express 2014 from this link. This link also given in the description section. I will now click on this link. The page you can see, this is open. Now I will go down and click on the download button. Here I am getting some option. The option you need to choose is this one for 64-bit. This is for my machine. The size is 1.1 GB and click on next. So the exe will now get downloaded and the size is 1.1 GB, so it will take some time. It got downloaded now after a few minutes. Now I will click on the exe. To install SQL Server. It is now getting installed. Here is the screen that will drive us throughout the installation. The first option, New SQL Server Standalone Installation or Add Features to an existing installation, that option need to be selected. Okay, accept the license terms. Go to next, then next, then click next. Here is the feature selection window came, where all the features are selected. I will unselect the reporting service, it is not required for the time being. Now I am clicking next. Here it is showing that the Microsoft.NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1 is required, and that need to be installed first before installing the SQL Server. So I will stop the installation here, and first I will install the .NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1. So this is the link from where we can download the .NET Framework. Click on the download button. The exe will get downloaded. I am clicking on the exe. Now it is getting downloaded. It is installing now. Okay, now the framework 3.5 is successfully installed. So I am closing that window and now I will go to the SQL Server installation step where we got stuck. So I will go back now and again I will go to next. Okay, now the steps for feature rule is passed. So in this screen it is asking to give a name like the instance name. It is by default SQL Express. I am keeping the default and clicking on the next. Keep it as it is and click on the next. Here we need to select the mixed mode. So here it is asking the password for the SA account. I will give the password as SQL admin. Then I will click next. Now the installation started and the feature will be installed. So friends, SQL Server now got installed and I will close the window at that moment. Now I will check whether the SQL Server got installed properly or not. For that I need to type SSMS, that means SQL Server Management Studio, and click here. It will open. For the time being I am keeping the Windows authentication and clicking on the connect. Here you can see the Object Explorer and the databases. So SQL Server got installed properly. Now I will close that window. We will create our database here. Now we also installed SQL Server Express version. Now we will move to the next screen to check it is the creating the first solution. Okay, then we will be creating the first solution. For that we need to open Visual Studio. So now I will open Visual Studio from here. I will type Visual. Here the Visual Studio 2020 it is showing. So I will be clicking on that. Continue without code. It is asking now to sign in. I will sign in now. Now I have signed in Visual Studio with my Microsoft ID. Now I will create the first solution. I will click on the file, then new, then project. So we are going to create the project. From here the project type I need to select. So ASP.NET Core web app that we are going to use. I'll check other options as well, or you can also filter it here from here. So C# will be our language, web Windows is our platform, and the type of project is web project, web. So these are the options now available for web project development. And yeah, this is the option ASP.NET Core web app with MVC. So this option we need to select, then we need to click next. I'll give you a name like online registration. I'll keep it in a particular folder. So here I am going to create one folder. Name of the folder is project. Now I will select that folder. So this is the folder I am going to use. Place solution and the project in the same directory. No, a separate directory we will be using. Solution will be in the root. Then I am clicking on next. Individual accounts, authentication type, I am just clicking none. I am just keeping it as null. Configure HTTP, no, I will not configure HTTP. Then I will now create. So friends, our project is created. The name of the project is online registration. This is called the Solution Explorer, this particular window, and you can see lot of file and folders are created. So these are the three basic folders that we need to have for a MVC project, like model, view and controller. Lot of other project and files are also created. So we will check each and every files and what are their functionality in the next video. Thank you.